We're back, we're playing Tournaments of Dawn again. We played the game before, and the game was pretty pog, so we're doing it again. Anyway, I did a little bit more. I'm on Darkness 4, bosses have more HP. Just playing in the off time. It's normally when I'm sitting in Overwatch queue or something like that. So let's see how this works. There's a spirit. Oh yeah, so it's every time I kill something, there's a spirit. Interesting. Okay, so this, I could see this being very, very good. All right, what are we gonna start here? Take aim is pretty good. I think the bullet speed and the spread's gonna help a lot, especially when I find piercing. We're gonna want piercing again. The last time I uploaded this, we did a summon build, I believe. I don't know. I've played this game quite a lot since then, so I'm not actually 100% sure what I did. I don't really fully remember. I believe we did a summon build, but what do we want? I mean, there's a lot of like summon stuff here. I don't want to do another summon build though. Okay, we're gonna take double shot for the sake of not making another summon build, because we like variety. Although if I see Smite again, I'm almost certainly gonna take it, because Smite is insanely good. See, like, another thing is like there's some builds where obviously you're gonna, in a game like this, you're gonna have builds where some builds are just dramatically better than others, just simply by design. I mean, it's going to be impossible to make everything, you know, balanced. But I will, like, Smite in general is, to me, now I'm not like super good at this game, so I have no idea, I could be totally wrong, but Smite to me seems like the best upgrade in the entire game. Like, it's insanely powerful. Like, there's like no downside to it at all. There's only benefits, and the benefit is massive too. So it's like, I don't know why you wouldn't pick it in basically every single build that you can pick it in. Blazing speed, see, like, again, like, not great. Okay, there it is, Smite. There it is, we're taking it. So incredibly powerful, especially when it's on, I forget what her name is, Diamond or something. The one where she's got extra HP, you start with like 7 HP instead. And then when you get the upgrade where it's 10 extra damage for every HP you have, you end up doing like 70 damage with Smite, so you're basically just killing absolutely everything every time you reload, which is crazy. Though, I mean, these spirits are pretty good. I feel like this is more of a summon build kind of person. Ow. I feel like if you're gonna run a summon build, you might choose them, because now I'm not actually sure if your spirits count as summons. It would be nice if they did, so they could get the bonuses summons get. I guess we could give it a go. I'm not 100%. I mean, we have a lot of people like flying around here. Actually, there's a lot going on. But again, Smite just hard carrying the entire run. Power shot. I mean, I'm totally good with the damage. 35% extra damage is always a good thing. Here we are, shredding. So these spirits actually seem not very good. I'm not gonna lie. They don't really seem to be doing much. But maybe later on, when I'm like cleaving massive groups of enemies, they may be pretty good. Though I'm not 100% sure. I mean, you would have to assume so, right? I mean, like, it's just basically free damage. Just increase your max HP by 1. No reason not to take it. Very good. Especially very much later on in the game, it becomes even better. I think you can only get 3 HP from it though, so it definitely has like it peaks out and then it's just kind of gone for a while, which is a shame. But I can see kind of why. I mean, I would like, especially later on in the game when you're killing like 500 enemies like every like minute or so, probably more. So I can see why you'd make it so there was a maximum, because otherwise you'd basically be unkillable with it. Especially with Smite too, where you're just shredding absolutely everything. I mean, Smite again is just hard carrying this whole run. When shooting your last ammo, also shoot 10 additional bullets in a circle. That could be good. I think we're gonna go with Frost Mage first. And let's go for like let's try and do like something with the elements. Let's try and be a little more elemental. Though I mean, basically every build that I make boils down to massive projectile speed with low spread and like a shitload of piercing, and then I just like destroy massive groups of enemies. Here we are. I mean, this guy's getting... I mean, Smite is making me basically never need to shoot anything but the boss, because Smite is just killing everything on its own. But, oh, here we go. Penetration. We're doing Sniper because of bullet speed. Oh no, we're getting bullet speed from penetration anyway, so we're good with that. We want something that's going to make our projectiles bigger too. Because soon we're gonna need bigger projectiles. Alright, cool. What we got? In the chest. Summon damage. Lilith summons a spirit when enemies are killed. So they summon a spirit. So does this do more? Oh yeah, look, they're doing 11 damage now. Okay, which means it is a summon, which means this person is built to make summons, like a summon build, because your summon damage and everything, those upgrades are also applied to your spirits, which is crazy. Splinter, enemies explode into 3 bullets. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh, Splinter or Snipe. I'm gonna take the Sniper though, because I just like my gun being very good early. Because you don't really need very good upgrades early. As long as your gun is good, like you basically don't need to do anything. So the groups are so small. But later on, when the groups are bigger, you have to rely kind of more on the build that you've made more than the fact that your gun is very good because of the early upgrades. But I will say something that is a little rough with Smite is look at all the XP like littered all over the place because Smite is just killing them all. And in like random areas, so it's like really quite tough to. Let's stick with Ice Shard here. I actually really like Ice Shard, but it's tough to actually pick up all the XP because Smite's killing them so often. So instead of killing things in front of you and running through the XP, you're killing everything around you, and you end up not grabbing the XP instead, and there's XP lying around everywhere. So I think scaling is slightly slower if you take Smite, but honestly, I'm not too bothered. I mean, these spirits are doing really well now, actually. So yeah, like I said, I mean, this person is definitely built for summon builds, which is a shame because I don't really want to do a summon build right now. Though if something pops up where I can like take increased summon damage, I'll do it because the whole like character is made to summon. So okay, we're obviously going to take one. Every 500 enemies killed with Smite heals you for 1 HP. Enemies affected by freeze explode when killed. See, I like that. Like Shatter is so good, especially with like the thing is like later on in the game, some builds don't deal with crowds very well, but like the builds that do deal with crowds just absolutely shred them. Like they completely delete crowds like so easily, which I guess is like another reason as to why some builds are just dramatically better than others, is because you're gonna get massive crowds of enemies regardless in this game, because I mean that's just how the game is designed. There's more enemies as the game goes on, so of course all the builds that deal with crowds well are gonna have an advantage. Oh wow, I trolled. Hopefully I can get some more HP soon. I don't even think I took haste. Did I take run and gun? I'm not even sure I took run and gun, though I could be remembering wrong. I don't look like I'm moving very slow when I'm shooting. I must have taken run and gun. I mean, like, I'm moving really fast when I'm shooting. Here we go. I think he's probably almost dead. Another upgrade here. Let's go big shot. Yeah, I'll happily lower my fire rate because then I'm going to end up taking the quick hands one later anyway, so it's basically going to negate the fire rate issue. And now, like, since our projectiles are way bigger, like the penetration makes it so much easier to kill massive crowds of people. Here we are. We want something to increase our magazine capacity too. Because 2 shots, I mean, I guess we are reloading more, which means Smite is triggering more. And since Smite is triggering more, we're obviously killing more, so maybe it doesn't really matter. I'm not 100% sure. I'm really struggling to kill this guy. I guess because we have the Darkness 4 or whatever, so bosses have more HP. Summoning. Reload rate is slower. Speed. Elasticity. Bullet bounce. I think, honestly, I'm going to take the speed. There we go. Though this could come back to haunt me. Holy mate, Smite does 10 extra damage. Okay, that could be good. Vitality, quick hands. I'm going to take quick hands for the reload rate, because then Smite's going to be triggering more. Here we are. Okay, I actually really like the move speed. Though, maybe it's going to come back to haunt me, because I'm not used to move speed this fast. This is great so far. Shatter. I mean, like, you can hear the shatter really just kind of eating enemies alive here. Also, I don't think I took Curse last time. I didn't really know what Curse was. But after taking it, I can say I regret not taking it. Curse is insanely powerful as well. We'll go with Frostbite here again. Oh, or just like Rapid Fire, actually. Even more fire rate. And then we can look to increase our ammo capacity soon. Yeah, dude. Although I'm interested to see how I deal with bosses later down the line, though, because Since they have way more, I mean, like, they had a sizable chunk HP, like, maybe even twice as much. So I normally fry that boss down, like, super fast, but I actually really struggled with him last time. Does not give me high hopes. It's alright, though. Well, I think I can get, I think later down the line, when you get Vitality, it turns into, or what doesn't turn into, but, like, when you get Vitality, the chain of it, turns into, something that heals you every like certain amount of time, like every like minute or so you get healing. Okay, maybe I consider Reaper rounds are good. Bullet damage and more piercing. Ooh. It's I mean, there's just a lot of good options here. Every option here is pretty good. I think maybe Angelic. Maybe I think Armed and Ready is the correct choice, but. Maybe I want Reaper. No, we're gonna take Armed and Ready because we want the extra shots. Because right now our damage is high enough as it is. Okay, we gotta grab this XP over here. I can't just like sit around all day. Very nice. Go cleave our way back to the crowd. Maybe I'll try and get the other elements later, but they haven't really been popping up, and I've kind of needed some other stuff. I will say though, in terms of actual elements, the ice is so much better than every other element. It's not even close. Like fire compared to ice is just like it's unfair to compare them because ice is just substantially better. I mean, it stuns them, it does more damage. I mean, it basically does everything better. There's just way more effects with the ice. I don't know. Like, it would be nice if the other elements were as strong as ice was, but I don't know, maybe they'd have to nerf ice because it's insane. Like, once you start really building ice, it gets really crazy really fast. Like, even right now, it's doing so well. It's just destroying everything. Enemies explode, maybe, or fire rate and bullet speed. I'm gonna take light bullets, though. Maybe I should. I mean, like, oh, but like, look at the Pierce. I mean, the Pierce is so good. I just listen. I'll be honest. I tell myself like I'm not gonna make a gun build where I make the gun really strong, and instead I get something else to carry it. But like it's just way more fun to have a really strong gun. Like even more piercing and bullet that. Like here we go. Like look how strong the gun is now. I prefer personally. I like making gun builds. I think they're the most versatile, and they're more based around how well you're actually performing in terms of your mechanics, like how you're moving around, than it would be like if I just went all summons and just deleted everything by not really doing much. We're gonna take Electro Mage because we want to get a little more elemental, but like even then it's like I guess I guess you can't compare them because my ice is upgraded and my lightning isn't, but like even here, like you can see the ice is doing substantially more than the lightning is. Like the lightning is barely even noticeable compared to the ice. But maybe once I get it even better, we'll start to see it more. We're gonna take Splinter. Now I'm not actually sure how good Splinter. I feel like Splinter would be very good with ice, because the shattered enemies will hit other enemies, and then they'll get frozen, and then when I hit them, they'll shatter, and they'll hit other shattered enemies. And yeah, I mean, like look at the chain reaction going on when I kill them. All the iced enemies are, you know, getting more ice. Very good. I mean, this is a fantastic run so far. Energized. When lightning strikes an enemy, there's a 20% chance to automatically refill 3 ammo. Like, that doesn't seem very good to me. 50% chance to inflict burn. I don't know how much damage burn actually does. I don't think it's very much. I could be wrong. Let's try and get fire on someone and see. Oh no, it looked about 16 damage or something like that. Okay, so maybe it's actually pretty good. Oh, I walked into a tree. Shame. Okay, I probably shouldn't like look them around a tree though, in case I walk into the tree again. We're gonna try and get out of here in a second. Okay, Dark Arts, insanely good. The curse is nuts, making our bullets even stronger when you curse them. And like again, like when you have so much piercing, it's like, and you've got all the things that apply effects when you hit them. It's just like, oh, it's so good. Like curse, ice. All the piercing with the like huge rounds and a ton of ammo. Like it's so good. God, I have such an attraction to gun builds. Also, I was gonna play DayZ, but like, I'll talk about DayZ. My problem with DayZ, and the reason I don't really play it is the investment to like actual fun ratio is not very good. Like, I could go on a no stamina server so I can run and actually get gear and then, you know, I'll be able to actually do something fun. But like then at that point it's like that's what everyone else is doing, and since everyone else is doing it like that, no one speaks, no one, that there's no actual survival element to it at all. It's just kind of like people spawning in, running straight to the military zones, getting the best loot, and then fighting each other, and it's just like really boring. So what I wanted to do is go on like a more hardcore server, but the hardcore servers typically have less loot spawning, and since there's less loot spawning, instead of spending all of my time running up to military places and looting them, it'd be spending all of my time running around civilian places looking for loot and shit to eat. But it's like, either way, it's like all I'm doing is running around looting. Like, I'm not doing anything else other than running around and looting all day because there's nothing else to do. If I'm on a hardcore servers, there's not enough food and water, and if I'm on like the more arcadey no stamina servers, then there's just so much of it that it doesn't matter. Like, it'd be nice to find out a nice balance. Well, gun mastery, I mean, there's no reason not to, I suppose. But it's like, as much as I want to play DayZ, it's like I'm struggling to find an actual server with the kind of feel that I want. I want there to be like, I want there to be enough loot to where it's fun, so I don't need to spend all game looting, but I want there to also be an element of actual survival, where people are willing to, you know, or more willing to talk than just straight up fight all the time because they don't care, they can get their loot back super easily. But it's like, it's basically impossible to find that you either want one thing or the other, and you can't have both, which is a shame. Because, I mean, basically the only thing that I don't like about DayZ is, since the map is so huge, it's really, really difficult to interact with other people, and the interactions be remotely meaningful on any type of server other than hardcore ones. But the hardcore ones also make it so there's less loot. And since there's less loot, I'm spending all my time looting instead of actually interacting with people and doing interesting things. Which makes it... Oh my god, I'm trolling. Which makes it, like, real boring sometimes. Which is a shame, because I want to play DayZ more, and I actually want to have a certain experience like this. Plenty of DayZ YouTubers who upload an okay amount, but, like, I know why their upload schedule is as poor as it is. Like, uploading basically monthly. It's because it takes so long to actually get any good content out of DayZ, since basically no one is actually really kind of, you know, no one's taking anything seriously, or there's no actual value applied to anything anyone is doing, and people are spending all their time either running to military zones and then, you know, looting it all and then fighting people, and then they die and then they respawn and they do it again. Like, people just do that over and over again, or they join hardcore servers and they spend all day looting like civilian places because there's no actual loot anywhere because it's a hardcore server. And it would be nice if there was a little bit more of an in-between, and that's the kind of server I want to join, but I'm yet to find one like that, so just a shame. I mean, I really like DayZ. Like, I thoroughly enjoy playing DayZ. I think it's a really, really good game, but it has a lot of flaws, and I think one of them is its clunky movement. Like, DayZ's movement is really bad. Like, its sprint speed is insane. Like, you sprint at like the same speed as like an Olympic sprinter, and you can like change direction insanely fast, and you know, like, it's just like not good. Okay, we're gonna go with death rounds here. Bullet damage additional 10. That's exactly what I needed, to be honest. Here we are. I think we should focus on killing the boss soon, though. Although I'm cutting things very fine. Holy shit! I almost just killed myself. Holy! I mean, I'm destroying enemies now, but it's like the spirits are actually catching my eye a lot. I'm looking at the spirits a ton instead of actual enemies. Okay, we've already healed a lot. Fire starter, anger point. Okay, holy shield is probably what we're looking for. They lose 15% of their max HP when they're frozen. Ooh, but holy shield. I'm gonna go with holy shield because we're taking a lot of hits, which isn't good. So instead of playing things for the belt, oh, there we go. Very nice. Summon damage 35%. Summon attack. I mean, yeah. Because then the spirits are even better, and we wanted the spirits to be as good as possible because, I mean, it's our entire character's purpose. So if they were shit, then I basically would just be default. Anyway, back to DayZ. I would consider making a video about it, but it's so, I mean, I've tried. It's insanely difficult to get content for that game. Like, it's really, really hard. Because it's, like, very, very boring, you know? It's like, there's no easy way to actually get any content. The time required, or the amount of, the time investment for it is insane. Like, it's very, very difficult to get any content for the game. Which is a shame too, because I really want to play it and I enjoy playing it. But, I don't know, it's tough. There's like the servers are on either end of the extreme. You're either joining a super arcadey one with infinite stamina and there's like 500 slot bags and it's just like dumb shit like that. Where everyone's just running to military zones and then fighting and then running back. It's like really boring, right? And then there's the hardcore servers where it's just insanely boring, where all you do is spend all your time looting empty buildings all day because there's no loot on the map, because it's a hardcore server. Which is also extremely boring. I'm just gonna kill myself. Yeah, I trolled. What a shame, what a shame. Alright, well, I mean, not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, honestly, these videos are super easy, the variety ones. I mean, I typically tend to put a little bit more effort into the variety ones because people are less likely to watch it, so if they do, for whatever reason, decide to watch it, then they'll obviously... if they watch the variety content and they see it's slightly higher quality than the other stuff, then they'd be more likely to stay for the other things. But my variety content gets way less views than basically everything else I do. Like, the Overwatch content is leagues above in terms of attention than the variety stuff. But I'm going to continue variety stuff because I think variety stuff is far more fun than just sitting playing Overwatch all day. Like, there's no way it's sustainable. Like, Overwatch is... I'm already finding Overwatch very boring, and I've barely been back at the game. That's why I take so many breaks on YouTube, is I get extremely bored of the popular games very quickly. But I'm gonna continue uploading. I'm gonna do more variety. I think I'm gonna... I like my kind of goal now where I do like 1 or 2 variety videos, and then I do 1 or 2 Overwatch videos, and then I do 1 or 2 variety ones. It's like a nice change of pace, a nice mix, and it's like more like, if you don't like say for example you don't like the 20 minutes of Dawn stuff, then tomorrow there's going to be an Overwatch video anyway. Or maybe you don't like the Overwatch stuff, then the next day there's going to be variety stuff. So it is what it is. I'm going to try and expand a little more, but anyway, that was a little bit fun. It's a shame we didn't win, but it's no big deal. We can always try again. Anyway, I love all of you. Thank you guys for watching.